Alrighty, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the Ultimate Dirt TV's World of Thunder Esports Racing the Miller Family Trucking Big Block Modifieds here today at the I-55 Speedway, the dirtfan.com Big Block Modifieds. Tonight here bringing you guys all the action from the Peevely Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. Raging around piles, bringing you guys all the action here. 79 degrees temperature here, 62% humidity. Clear weather with a 7-mile-per-hour wind gust, so not going to be too bad for these drivers here. Peevely, Missouri here, new track 2 iRacing. Give it a go here tonight with the Miller's Family Trucking Esports Dirtfan.com Big Block Modifieds. So I got about 14-15 drivers out here putting in time on the server, so we'll see how this goes for them for qualifying. But going to be season finale night here, so we'll see how the drivers adjust to that coming into tonight's event here. There's a little bit more time here winding down for final practice. I'm gonna work the track in a little bit for the qualifying action, so about 2 minutes. Looking to be here. See how the point standings look coming into tonight's event. Joining me here later to do announcing. So they keep picking up stuff online, I don't know why. In 30 seconds here we go into qualifying. I'm gonna have to change my microphone volume down here though. Alright. So that might change and help adjust things out there as we get ready to roll into qualifying here. So we'll see what we can get into. See who's going to post quick time. Probably, I guess it'll be Blake Majulis or Mike Augustine would be my two guesses as far as quick time and qualifying. We'll find out here the first driver to the speedway is going to be Dean Reynolds in the 79. Just a little bit. A little pounding tower up for all you guys to see out there. And off of best time. And right now, Logan Rumsey, 12.446 to the top of the board. Ryan Coulthard, P2 at 12.459. Mike Augustine, P3, 12.478. Is looks to be the 79 Reynolds going to come back out for another time here. Maybe a slight adjustment after his first lap and to try and get a better second lap. Right now, Logan Rumsey to the top of the board. Ryan Miller, 12.500, rounds out the 5th spot. Let's take a look. Chase Hardy out there in the 116 machine, going to go P5 with a 12.483. Brent Carter goes to P3 with a 12.471. Blake Majulis, quick time, 12.435 for Blake Majulis in 127. And this time he will make an adjustment. Here's going to wait and see if anybody can outdo him there. Daniel Boyd, 12.766. Dylan Wilson to P2 now with a 12.439. Dylan Wilson, another quick contender here with the DirtFan.com Big Block Modifieds. Ryan Coulthard, top of the board in the 35 with a 12.424. Will outdo Blake Majulis. Blake Majulis will return to the speedway to try to outdo Ryan Coulthard. Battle for the top spot here. Majulis coming off the corner, going to come down the straightaway. We'll see if this time is enough to take over the pole position. Off of 4 to the line. Blake Majulis not going to be quicker this time by, so he will settle with a 12.435. So Ryan Coulthard takes the top of the charts here, 12.424. See here, Majulis going to come around here again. Don't believe going to be any quicker here. Ryan Coulthard right now it seems to be fastest qualifier with a 12.424. So Blake Majulis 12.435, Dylan Wilson 12.439, Logan Rumsey 12.446, Brent Carter 12.471, Mike Augustine 12.478, Chase Hardy 12.483 with Ethan Toder the same time there, so tied for lap time 7th and 8th. Ryan Miller 12.500, 10th Logan Herbert 12.513. That is your top 10 in qualifying. Alrighty, so heat race number 1 going to find their way to the starting grid here. Little staging area. And starting grid going to go away like this, starting from the back to the front here. Starting P8 will be Bryce Siganik in the 8 machine out of Michigan. Starting P7, Dean Reynolds in the 79 out of Full Throttle Motorsports. Starts P7. P6, Robert Henderson in the 27 out of Illinois. Starting P5 will be Ryan Miller out of Illinois in the 51. Starting outside row number 2, Chase Hardy in the 116, looks like the 99 machine. Starting P4 out of the Virginias. Starting P3, the 69 of Brent Carter out of the Mid-South. Starting P2, Dylan Wilson in the 14 out of California. And starting on the pole of heat race number 1 is Ryan Coulthard, your quick time out of New Jersey in the 35 machine. Racing.com official pace car lights will go down. Your DirtFan.com Big Block Modified Heat Race number 1 about to take the green on the lob pedal of the 35 of Ryan Coulthard. He goes to green here off of turn 4 to the line. Anyway, off of 1 and 2 for the first time here. First set of laps here at the I-55 Speedway. And Ryan Coulthard making it look easy here already as he jumps to the early lead and taking off now. Everybody single file back to the field. 6 lap heat races are the distance here. And looking at the different camera angles right now, Ryan Coulthard, your current race leader. Brent Carter is in the 3rd spot. Dylan Wilson hanging on to P2 in that number 80 machine. Come back here, Robert Reynolds and Bryce Siganik doing battle. 1 lap 4, halfway home. Cross flags for your race leader, Ryan Coulthard. You can see the 27H machine of Robert Henderson trying to get under the 5 of Siganik. 79 of Dean Reynolds hanging on, and a little bit of contact maybe there. But back up front, Ryan Coulthard. The 35 going to take the white flag, this time by the stripe. So the white flag will come out. Ryan Coulthard, 1 more trip around in the DirtFan.com Big Block Modifieds. Dylan Wilson hanging on to P2 right now. Brent Carter hanging on to third. Coming to the line, it's going to be Ryan Kotal picking up the heat race number 1 win. Dylan Wilson comes home second, Brent Carter third, Chase Hardy fourth, Ryan Miller fifth, Dean Reynolds sixth, Bryce Saganic seventh, and Robert Henderson comes home in eighth. So here is your starting grid for heat race number 2. Your second final heat race here of the DirtFan.com Big Block Modifieds. Starting on the tail of the field in the A spot will be Daniel Boyd in the 79 out of Vortex Sim Sport. Their shop over there. Starting P7 will be Ross Burnett in the 122 out of the Mid-South. Starting P6 will be Justin Sick in the 15. Starting P5 will be Logan Herbert in the 25 out of Georgia. Starting P4 will be Ethan Toder in the 23 from the Newton Cattle Farms Racing Stables. Starting in P3 will be Mike Augustine in the 19 out of Pennsylvania. Starting outside row number 1 will be Logan Rumsey in the number 2 out of Pennsylvania, as well as the 127 of Blake Magilla starting on the pole out of New York in the 127 machine. It's your starting grid for heat race number 2. So lights go down the iRacing.com for space car. Another 6-lap heat race coming your way. Field working their way around their turns 1 and 2 on their final pace lap here before we go to green flag action. Heat race number 2 under the green of Blake Madulis and Logan Rumsey's number 41 machine. As the iRacing.com space car ducks in, Blake Madulis gets on the loud pedal, rotates it out, and away we go. Ethan Toder jumps way high on the initial start there, but that's going to allow Blake Madulis to jump out to the lead here. Mike Augustine going to take over the second spot here, and Logan Rumsey losing a spot there. Ethan Toder jumps back 4 spots just on that start. Big jump to the outside of the wall, and it paid dearly for him there. As now we got a battle going on for P2 between Mike Augustine and Logan Rumsey, right behind your race leader, Blake Madulis. A little bit of contact there happening between Ross Burnett and maybe 6'11", making some contact there. But right now, single file out, Mike Augustine will take over the second spot. Falling back to third will be Logan Rumsey. Rumsey hangs on to that spot there for the time being, as Blake Madulis looking to have a commanding lead out front, picking up where he left off last week. Blake Madulis coming to the stripe, 2 laps to go, tip the green in the air, 2 trips around left for Blake Madulis' 127 machine, looking strong here this evening already. Madulis off of turn 4 to the line, white flag out, 1 more trip around the I-55 Speedway in the DirtFan.com Big Block Modifieds for the 127 of Blake Madulis. Madulis works his way off 3 and 4, looking smooth here once again, and he's going to pick up the heat race number 2 win. Coming home in the second spot will be Mike Augustine, 3rd Logan Rumsey, 4th will be Logan Herbert, 5th is Justin Sick, 6th is Ross Burnett, 7th Daniel Boyd, and 8th is Ethan Toder. That is your finishing results for heat race number 2 as we go into a quick warm-up. We'll be right back here in just a moment with your DirtFan.com Big Block Modified A main event. Alrighty, you ready to go through your dirtfan.com Big Block Modified feature lineup here. Starting in 16th will be Newton Cattle Farms Racing's number 23 of Ethan Toder. Starting P15 out of Illinois will be Robert Henderson in the 27. Starting outside row number 7 in the 14th spot, Daniel Boyd in the 79 out of Vortex Sim Sport. Starting P13 out of Michigan will be Bryce Saganic in the 8 machine. Starting P12 will be Ross Barnett in the 122 out of the Mid-South. Starting in position number 11 from the Full Throttle Motorsports Stables, the 79 of Dean Reynolds. Starting inside of the top 10, outside row number 5 will be Justin Sick in the 15. Starting inside row number 5 will be Ryan Miller out of Illinois in the 51. Starting outside row number 4 will be Logan Herbert in the 25 out of Georgia. Starting P7, Chase Hardy out of Virginia in the 116. That's the 99 machine. Starting outside of row number 3 is Logan Rumsey in the 41 and P6. Out of Pennsylvania, starting P5 will be Brent Carter out of the Mid-South in the 69. Starting outside of row number 2 will be Mike Augustine in the 19 machine out of Pennsylvania. Starting out there inside of row number 3 out of California is the Dylan Wilson's number 14 machine. Starting outside of row number 1 is Blake Majulis in the 127. To his inside, Ryan Coulthard in the 35 will start on the pole. That is your full field rundown here. Your starting lineup for tonight's the 40 lap Big Block Modified A main for the dirtfan.com Big Block Modifieds. And away we go. 50 laps here at the Apple Speedway, so my apologies there. As Blake Majulis and Ryan Coulthard going to go at it here right at the get-go. Taking a look at Ryan Coulthard making it work on the outside. Blake Majulis now falls to P2. Dylan Wilson in the 80 machine going to hang on for the 3rd spot right now. Taking a look back here at Dylan Wilson going to P3 here. Brent Carter fighting with Mike Augustine for P4. Caution flag flies already as Logan Herbert looks to be the reason for caution number 1. Take a look here. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. So Ryan Miller here looks like he's going to slide up just a little bit and get into the 611 machine. Let's see what happens here. Miller going to come off the corner here a little bit. See if that might be what we're looking at. And the Brent Carter machine looks to be the 611 on the high side there. Take a look and see what happens. Go ahead and speed this up a little bit here. And off the right side of the 15 at Justin Sick is going to be where the caution is going to come into play. So this gets us back where we want to be. So we're under caution here. Ryan Coulthard, your current race leader in the 35 machine. Blake Majulis currently P2, Dylan Wilson P3, Mike Augustine P4, running your top 5, Logan Rumsey in the 41 machine. Chase Hardy 5th. Ryan Miller 6th is scoring tire going to jump a little bit here as we get ready to go back to green. Lights down on the iRacing.com official pace cars. We should be going back to green here. 48 laps remain at the I-55 Speedway at dirtfan.com Big Block Modifieds. And Ryan Coulthard going to get back on the wild pedal. A couple guys trying to anticipate the start here. Everybody looking to get away nice and clean though as we get back to green flag action. Blake Majulis going to take advantage of this restart here. Going to attempt to, is he going to try the slider through 3 and 4? Not going to happen. He's going to slide back behind Ryan Coulthard. Coulthard's going to maintain the race lead. Blake Majulis still in P2. Mike Augustine right there in P3 trying to make a move. Do a hello shout to Banani. I'm sure how to say your name there. Thanks for tuning in to the Ultimate Dirt TV page for tonight's broadcast of the dirtfan.com Big Block Modifieds. There's right now still out front Ryan Coulthard fighting off Blake Majulis and Mike Augustine. Majulis right there inside the left rear quarter panel of the 35 machine of Ryan Coulthard. I really appreciate you tuning in, and I hope that you become a repeat, or return visitor, I shall say. As we're watching the 35 of Ryan Coulthard still commanding the race lead right now, with the battle for the 4th spot still going on between Mike Augustine and Dylan Wilson. Ryan Coulthard out front, leading out. Caution flag going to come out here. Looks like Ross Burnett going around, so we'll check in on that incident here. So we get up on the Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. We're looking for Ross Burnett here in the 79 machine. Comes into the corner. Looks like he's looking okay so far. Here. Oh, there was the 122 machine back there. I'm not sure what sent him around, but we get, the 122 machine going around going to be the reason for the caution. Very interesting looking 122 machine. And pretty much pops out on that machine, so not always. Don't always have to have a good wrap to make something look good as the 122 machine. It's a pretty plain, clean look we're going with here. So that's gonna be the reason for Ultimate TV caution flag number 2 here tonight at the I-55 Speedway. Blake Majulis and Ryan Coulthard, your front row here, back to green. As Ryan Coulthard jumps back to the lead here. Mike Augustine looking 3 wide off of turn 2 for the race lead. Majulis in the middle. And here he comes up the racetrack, going to be side by side with Ryan Coulthard and Mike Augustine in P3. Dylan Wilson for P4 right now. He's got company to the bottom of the speedway. That's going to be Logan Rumsey in the 41. 35 machine. Ryan Coulthard still continuing to lead. Is now making 3 wide for the 3rd spot. Augustine, Wilson, Rumsey. 3 drivers trying to fight over that spot. Rumsey's going to fall back to the 5th position. He's got company right now. That's the 99 of Chase Hardy. Ryan Miller in the 51 is there as well, but Ryan Coulthard continues to be your race leader. He's got a half a second lead over Blake Majulis in the 127. Mike Augustine right now in P3. On lap 14 of 50 now as your leaders cross the stripe. The 80 machine of Dylan Wilson hanging on to the 5th spot right now as Logan Rumsey, Wilson in the 4th, Logan Rumsey in 5th. Mike Augustine hanging on to P3. Blake Majulis to P2 right now. A lot of room here on this racetrack. This gets tight there on the corner, actually down the straightaway. Especially if you can kick the rear end out a little too early, or early rotation. Not going to help you out or be much of a friend here at the Peably. This racetrack in Peably, Missouri, for I-55. So the Federated Auto Parts Speedway, pretty good so far. We'll see how things adjust over time. But looking to be pretty racy for the most part. As you got right now, Ryan Coulthard continuing to lead. He is about 0.3 seconds, so it's 3/10 there over Blake Majulis. Majulis right there in striking distance. Mike Augustine in P3. Dylan Wilson battling with Logan Rumsey for P4 right now. Right now, biggest mover on the speedway, Ethan Toder, up 9 spots from the start of this race. He's up to 7th from 15. Or 16, excuse me. Logan Rumsey now battling with Dylan Wilson still, as Blake Majulis following Ryan Coulthard for the time being. We'll see if that plays out. It's got quite a ways to go, as we're not quite halfway home here in this A main event. Take a look back here. Logan Rumsey and Dylan Wilson battling back and forth and going at it here for this 4th spot. Ryan Miller still trying to stick his nose in there as well. But Logan Rumsey, Mike Augustine still right there, so that's not even out of contention position either. But once again, I thank everybody for tuning in on the Ultimate Dirt TV page to check out tonight's DirtFan.com Big Block Modified action. Right now you can see Logan Rumsey's 41 machine throwing the big deep slider on Augustine, crossover. Augustine not having it. He's going to go back to the bottom. He's going to throw the slide job down here in the middle of the corner. He's going to try to take that spot back over. Crossover from Rumsey. Rumsey wants the position. Not quite going to get it. He's going to try the slider. Not going to have the room to get it done this time but side by side. He might potentially throw it here, and it looks like he's going to. Augustine going to set up for the crossover. Not going to quite get the bite that he needs to get down the speedway, but he's going to drive it in hard and pick it up there in the corner. He's going to take it over, crossover again from Rumsey. Great battling for this 3rd and 4th spot. Is meanwhile up front, Blake Majulis. Sorry, I missed it. Blake Majulis has taken the race lead from Ryan Coulthard. So slide jobs engaged here as we make our way through tonight's DirtFan.com Big Block Modified A main. So Blake Majulis has taken over the race lead. We'll see how long he hangs to his cross flags halfway for your race leader, Blake Majulis. Ryan Coulthard hanging on to P2. Blake Majulis, your current race leader, Ryan Coulthard, P2. Mike Augustine and Logan Rumsey battling for P3. We have a 3-car battle back here for the 3rd spot. Dylan Wilson involved in that battle as well. But Blake Majulis, your current race leader. Let me give you guys a little more camera angles here to give you guys an idea of what the back of the pack looks like, as well as your race leaders right now. As Ryan Coulthard is now trying to dial up a move on your race leader. Can he get it done? They are right there together. Blake Majulis looks to be the strongest one out of the two here so far, and carrying the most momentum to hang on to the race lead is the 127 of Blake Majulis. Ryan Coulthard right there to the back bumper of Blake Majulis. Can't quite get done there. Is right to the back bumper. Looks like the slide job helps him here as they work his way through the corner. It looks like slide job engaged. Crossover from Majulis. Majulis has the momentum in the bite. Contact just a little bit there on corner entry. Both drivers having to get out of the throttle just a little bit, but nonetheless here, 19 laps to go. And tonight's AMA Majulis with the big slide job here. Crossover from Coulthard as these guys putting on one heck of a show up front for the race lead. Majulis gonna throw the crossover after Coulthard's slider. Not gonna have the bite this time, so Majulis gonna throw it in deep, slide it out here. Not quite gonna have enough room to get it done. He'll try it again here. Looks like we'll get it this time, and crossover from Coulthard. Coulthard gonna bring it right back under him. So Coulthard and Majulis, fantastic clean racing action here. Coulthard taking over the high side. Here comes Majulis with the slider again. Gonna have just enough room to get it done for Coulthard to slide it under. Coulthard pretty much figured that one was coming, so these guys putting it down here. Great show out front. The I-55 Raceway not disappointing here this evening in the big block modifieds. Ethan Toder up to P5 now as we're watching your race leaders back and forth. Slide job, crossover. What a race we're having up front. If you are anywhere but Ultimate Dirt TV right now, you are missing a fantastic show here at the I-55 Speedway. Oh, Coulthard a little bit in the wall with the crossover. Still going to get right back to the door of Blake Majulis. Here he comes, slide job, going to take the lead back over. Majulis going to try to bring it up real close and try to keep some bite in that machine. Coulthard going to try to come down and hold some line there as he had to get out of the throttle. Both of them kind of quarter paneled the wall. Majulis going to take over the race lead here with 13 laps remaining. 13 laps remaining here, and all out front Blake Majulis after a fantastic show here that I don't believe is quite over. As here comes Ryan Coulthard back to the bottom, so the slide job crossover show not complete. Here comes Coulthard. He's going to bring it all the way out. Didn't quite have the room to get it done. Majulis back around the outside. Here comes Coulthard. Slide job engaged crossover. Here comes Majulis back to the bottom. Majulis back to the bottom as they work their way into 3 and 4. 11 laps remain. Majulis with a slider here through the center of the corner. He's going to take over the race lead. He's going to go to the bottom here. Slide job. He's going to try and make some distance and some gap. He's trying to set up to take over the race win. But here comes Coulthard to the bottom, not having it this time by. Coulthard going to try the slide job as well. Looks like he's going to come up just enough there. Here comes Majulis back to the high side. Coulthard throwing a slide job line. Majulis throws the crossover. We're side by side again. Lap 42 of 50. Laps winding down here. Here comes Majulis. Coulthard just enough room to slide back under. Crossover again by Majulis. Majulis going to pull out to the lead again here, and Coulthard going to try to follow. He's going to have to follow Majulis around the corner here. Ryan Miller around. Caution flag's going to come out for Ryan Miller with 7 laps remaining. So we'll take a look here what happened to the number 51 of Ryan Miller. Miller through the corner here. Looks like some help here off the side of the 80 of Dylan Wilson, and unfortunately for Chase Hardy, around with the 51 machine. Everybody else able to avoid. So Ryan Miller around after his stable run there for a while. So we get back here and check out what's going on up front with Ryan Coulthard and Blake Majulis. Looks to be that Blake Majulis was credited the race lead at the time the caution came out. So Blake Majulis will be your race leader when we go back to green with just 7 laps to go. So some fantastic racing action, some slide jobs, crossovers, some very clean racing. And on another note here, Ethan Toder up 9 spots to 7th spot. He was up to 5th there for a minute. That 23 team machine, a great run for him so far. I hope that can continue for him as we roll through the rest of the feature event here. As we're going to come back to just about a handful of laps to go, as Blake Majulis and Ryan Coulthard and Logan Rumsey, your top 3. Mike Augustine 4th, and Dylan Wilson, your top 5. Is waiting on our wonderful event staff to get the call right here on the incident that occurred. We'll be awaiting. It's like, I believe the lights are down on the iRacing.com official pace car, and we'll be ready to take the shootout to the finish when they come off of turns 3 and 4. As Blake Majulis gets on the loud pedal right here, green flag is out. We're back to racing here in tonight's DirtFan.com Big Block Modified A main. Majulis chooses the bottom. Coulthard runs the slide job line with Logan Rumsey to the top. Majulis pulls out by about a half a car, almost a full car length in these Big Block Modifieds as he's working the bottom now through 3 and 4. Show the hand next time by for Blake Majulis. As Ryan Coulthard slides to the top side of the racetrack, that allows Logan Rumsey to challenge for the P2 spot. This is going to help out Blake Majulis. Slide job from Rumsey right across the nose of Ryan Coulthard. 5 laps to go, show the hand for Blake Majulis. 5 laps remain in tonight's A main action, and Ryan Coulthard did not want to see Logan Rumsey slide that across his nose, but Coulthard back to P2 now. Rumsey falls back to P3. Here comes Dylan Wilson on the bottom looking to get around for the 4th spot. Mike Augustine, Dylan Wilson battling for position back there now in 4th and 5th. Blake Majulis looks to be pretty comfortable running around the bottom of the speedway here as Coulthard goes back to the top trying to get some momentum going with 3 laps remaining here in tonight's A main. Blake Majulis pulls around the speedway here, lap 48 of 50. We'll have the 2 to go signal next time by. Tip of the green in the air, 2 laps remaining for Blake Majulis, 127. Coulthard throwing the slider line, trying to find some speed momentum, trying to get to Blake Majulis and try to narrow down that little bit of a gap, about a half a second right now over Ryan Coulthard's 35 as we come to the stripe. White flags out. One more trip for Blake Majulis to add to his credited win list. The DirtFan.com Big Block Modified Series 127 of Blake Majulis works his way through 3 and 4 for the final time. And to the stripe, Blake Majulis going to pick up tonight's A main win. Ryan Coulthard will come home in P2. Logan Rumsey for P3. And we'll talk with Ethan Toder, your hard charger, who finishes in P6. But Dylan Wilson picks up position number 4. Mike Augustine, P5, running out your top 5. And Ethan Toder, your hard charger. We'll talk to him as well. So we'll go ahead and look at our official full field rundown. $16 cars, so Blake Majulis finishing, getting the win. Ryan Coulthard in the 35 will come home second. Logan Rumsey in the 41 will come home P3. Dylan Wilson will come home P4. Mike Augustine rounding out your top 5 in the 19 machine. Rounding out your 6 cars, we'll have Ethan Toder finishing 6th in the Newton Cattle Farms Racing 23T. Robert Henderson will finish P7, and then P8 will be Chase Hardy. P9 will be Bryce Saganic. P10, running your top 10 there, Dean Reynolds in the 79 out of Full Throttle Motorsports. Your Vortex Sim Sport 79 machine of Daniel Boyd will pick up P11. Ross Burnett will come home 12th. Ryan Miller 13th. Justin Sick 14th. Logan Herbert 15th. And Brent Carter will round out your 16 car field here for tonight's DirtFan.com Big Block Modified A main. So we'll talk to your top 3 here in just a moment. And we'll go ahead and talk to Ethan Toder, our hard charger for the evening. Ethan, congratulations, brother. Tell us about how hard it was. What did you have to do to pick up all those positions? Now, you started in 16th and finished all the way up in the 6th spot. How did you manage to get through all the traffic to make your way up there to have such a strong run?
Oh yeah, I just had a good set underneath us and just kept our head there and just didn't get in any other wrecks and just bided our time and just played it smart.
You definitely were able to sneak your way up through there and keep the nose clean and make it happen here. But 10 spots definitely pretty much something to be proud of. Maybe start a little bit further forward. Maybe it would help you catch up to maybe Dylan Wilson, or you definitely had a piece that could have ran with him. Just didn't have the time to get there. It looked like.
Yeah, we were pretty good there, just not the time to get there. We got to him, and then I stuffed it in the fence and ruined that part of it. So I mean, we'll take it.
All right, well, congratulations on the hard charger. Anybody you'd like to thank on helping you pick up the hard charger award tonight?
Yeah, everybody back at Team VLR. Tell our other friends to go check us out on Facebook and A to B Hauling.
Alrighty, well, maybe first of many discussions tonight. We'll catch up with you in a little while.
All right.
Alrighty, let's speak. Oh, I actually moved down now. Speak with Ryan Coulthard. Ryan, congratulations, brother, picking up P2 here tonight. Tell us about your run here. You seemed like you had a car to beat, and you guys put on one heck of a show. It was fun to watch from the booth.
Oh yeah, it was a great race. Blake had to do what he had to do. Trying to block the lines that I was running. It was a great race overall. We definitely had a great car. I can't thank the guys over at Zach McSwain Racing, ZMR, and Rayco Motorsports for helping me. They're helping me a ton. I appreciate everything, and it was a great season. I missed the first week, but we came back strong, and to be running with these guys, it's a pleasure. And we really did have a good car. I kind of forgot there was lane choice on the restarts, and the line was slider, and Blake was getting them pretty good, and you know, uh, nothing really to complain about. Wish the outcome was a little bit different. Wish I could have been on top, but props to Blake for racing clean. It was fun. I think the last caution killed me because I was better on the longer runs, and yeah, I just got to thank all the guys over at Rayco Motorsports, Zach McSwain Racing, and Mario Perez Photography. I got to thank Jesse Herthler for the wrap, Mancini Custom Homes, Grosso Homes, you guys for broadcasting, Steven, or whoever's putting on this league. Appreciate it. And I got to thank all the guys at ZMR also for watching. Appreciate that.
Alright, well, congratulations on picking up second place here tonight at 55, and hopefully a good season 17 coming for you in the future.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Alrighty, catch up with Blake Magillas. Blake, congratulations, brother, picking up the A main win, and I believe capping off the championship for the big block modifieds. How's it feel?
Yeah, pretty good. It was a good race for sure. Really came in at the end, just kind of bided my time. I wasn't really good early and had no roll speed, but once the track got slick, I was really good through the middle. And yeah, honestly, as the race got slicker and slicker, I just kept getting better and better. So yeah, there's no doubt if the race was a little longer there, I think we would have been able to pull away even more. It just felt really good and slick.
Yeah, definitely looked like you were a good slide job, crossover, top, bottom, middle. That car was pretty much stable everywhere you went, and definitely played off ready to pick up tonight's feature win. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for helping you get this far with the DirtFan.com Big Block Modified Tour?
Yeah, CFM, Majula Say Speed Shop Race XR, 127 Industry, CFM Esports, you guys for broadcasting, and Steve for the league.
Congratulations, Blake, and hopefully the first of three that we get to speak with you here tonight.
I appreciate it.
Alrighty, that's going to wrap it up here for the DirtFan.com Big Block Modified Tour at the I-55 Speedway. Remember, we got two more series coming here this evening, the Prolates and the Superlates. So see you guys here in about an hour or so on the Ultimate Dirt TV broadcast network. So we'll be back in just a little while, so make sure you tune in for that. Thank you, everybody, for checking out the Ultimate Dirt TV page here this evening. For Region Ron Piles, the DirtFan.com Big Block Modifieds, and Ultimate Dirt TV, we'll see you soon.